Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a GW E100, the Tier 10 German SPG, and we're on steps, and the name of the player is Marky12. Now this appears to be an encounter battle, and Marky's headed behind the railway line whilst the rest of his team disperses. Okay, Marky's got his first target, it's a Tiger 2. Fairly narrow arc on the GW E100. Okay, on target and round out, and he gets a direct hit straight away. But he's moving and he's reloading. It's a wise decision actually, not just to avoid counter battery, but in encounter battles like this. Just in case your side does happen to lose control of the west side of the battlefield, it helps to be further and closer to the enemy cap and up the upper end of the railway tracks, so at least you have some time to react to the thrust. Okay, he's on the E75. Unfortunately, we haven't got a reload time on this at the moment. I'm afraid these mods still aren't working up to speed. Rounds out. And that lands just in front, but it's a splash for 474 hit points. Just shows the power of this 21cm gun. Okay, he's directly on target this time. Indicating his target, he's going to go for that E75 again. Loaded, pow, rounds out. Oh, he pulled forward just as the shell was fired, and it means that he's missed. And yeah, the enemy does seem to be doing quite well with their thrust. They've got a Jaeger there, doing a lot of damage, and he hasn't lost any hit points whatsoever so far. As well as an Object 140 who seems to be doing most of the work ahead of him. If these two are not stopped, they're going to have major problems, and Mark is going to have to pull back. Rounds out, and it lands behind both of them, but it does stun them, and he's picking up some stun assist. So it seems to have helped. But it's an enemy tank right in the pass in the centre of the battlefield. Not one of theirs. A Jagdpanther's going to intercept. Can't see, it's a Lerva. Okay, he's put a major hit into it. Marky's doing his best to get down to the other end of the map, the east side of the map. Right, turning back to face this Object 140 and the Jaeger, and that's another tank they've lost. So Lerva on their side taken out. Now he's going for the Jaeger, and a good solid hit right into the side, but it only does 312 hit points of damage. That's a major problem. Now he's actually skirting the top of that railway line, and that might not be a good idea on some occasions, because you are still visible to everyone when you're right up on top of that railway line. Just in case the enemy sneaks somebody close enough to get a spot on you, their tanks might be able to take you out. Although the enemy has lost their Arty, so he's not worried about counter battery, he's just worried about being spotted and taken out by another tank. And a round out on the... oh, it overshoots the Object 140 in the Jaeger. Does stun them, but just overshoots. Now he's getting as close to the dip as he dare at the moment. the enemy have broken through. There's no forces on the western side whatsoever, so he did exactly the right thing to move and relocate as far east as he possibly could. He's now basically making his way to the cap. Getting into this little dip here can actually be quite helpful, because you might not be spotted by the enemy if the enemy were in the cap, but you can certainly use the dip as a means of firing back out at the enemy. Right, he's gone back and he's looking back at that Jaegeru. He's still motoring, he's still moving. He hasn't turned to fire yet. Now he is. Okay, he's lining up the Jaegeru for a shot. Okay, he's dialing in the aim as best as he can. It's been tracked. Rounds out. Oh, he gets a kill shot. He splashed it for 84 hit points. Wiped it out. Well, at least that's some compensation. That's his first kill. And he's now moved into the cap. And the score at the moment is 10-all. Now he's anticipating that the enemy thrust is going to come from the south, or rather from the southwest. But there's that Object 140, the one that was so efficient on the western one, and he's just over the railway line there. So can he put a shell into him? He's estimating where it's going to go. Runs out. And he stuns it. Right, an enemy T-30 has been spotted close by. And it's being stopped by the Tortoise and the T-10 at the moment. And that T-10 has got 4 kills. So he's obviously a very well practiced player. But that T-30 is almost hulled down in that position. Round out. Oh, lands in front of the ridge line. That's unfortunate. We can't see the T-30 at the moment, but we can see this Panther 2. This Yak Panther 2 is making its way up, and there's the T-30 again. Okay. Now he's going to go for the T-30, I think, rather than the... there's an Object 704 there as well. Oh, and he got a good solid hit on the T-30. 350 hit points, but they've lost another of their players, the T-10. And that was the good player, the one who got 4 kills. They're down to 3 tanks on their side, 5 on the enemy. Now, an Object 140 has been spotted near the dip, but that's going to be a difficult shot. No force approaching, but there's also the Object 140 coming in from the north. Let's try and get a shot on it lined up, but unfortunately with those ridge lines it's really difficult when you're in a dip to shoot at something and you're trying to shoot over a ridge line. The ridge line gets in the way. It's also a T-32 up there as well. The question is, which target does he aim at? That 704 is obstructed. You can see it's a red line there on that dip, but there isn't there, so he can hit that. And he does! He gets the 704, he takes it out. made it more interesting, but he's still reloading. Oh, and this is where it gets nasty. And the Object 140 has crushed himself against the side of the vehicle and rammed himself to death. Oh dear, what a way to die. Oh, and the T30 gets him. Oh, that's such a pity. Rather funny that Object 140, after doing so well on the western side of the map, kills himself by ramming an Arty and coming off worse. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Okay, he managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18 in total, actually, for Mark 12 in the GW E100. And he picked up a rock solid when the Object 140 rammed himself into the side of the vehicle and died. So yes, quite funny, that one. Okay, let's have a look at the team scores. He came top on damage with 3,838 hit points. He came joint second on kills with 3. The T10 got 4, of course. That was that good player who went down. And when it came to base XP, he came mid-table with 446. He fired 11 rounds, got 4 direct hits, 4 penetrations, damage of 3,838 hit points, of which 3,085 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits, 2 penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and blocked 400 hit points of damage by his armor. He also damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3 of them. And he also did stun assistance damage of 319 hit points and got 9 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 31,827 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, which are rather expensive the higher the tier vehicle, and this is a tier 10, he ends up with a deficit of 24,387 credits. He received 446 base XP, and that's all he took away, I'm afraid. So, at least you got a rock solid award out of it there, Marky, but yep, wasn't meant to be on this occasion. So better luck next time. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that we'll be featuring next.